The San Diego Chargers are an NFL football team. They have been here in San Diego since 1961 and have become a centerpiece for sports in the city. They have shared their successes and have come very close to winning a national championship. And they've had their fair share of failures in its time in San Diego, with going 0-16 in a season. They have never won a Super Bowl, and in recent years, they've come very close within a game of the title. They've been playing at the same stadium, which is Qualcomm Stadium, since 1967. And as the years go on, the stadium faces extinction. Its age is really starting to show right now. As the stadium gets older, it begins to deteriorate. The team over the past decade has been trying to put together plans to have a new stadium built, but has been continuously rejected by the city. The team and the city have not been able to come to an agreement to get a deal done, and the latest proposal was estimated to be between $800 and $900 million, with the team putting up about $400 million, and then getting a loan for about $200 million from the NFL, with the city being left with anything from $200 to $400 million of its own money to come up with. The voters and politicians haven't been able to come to any agreement yet to get the deal done. And there's roughly less than 2 years left on the team's current deal in San Diego. So coming to an agreement is crucial to keeping an NFL franchise here. The marketing question I chose was, should a new stadium be built to keep the Chargers in San Diego? This is a very important question to ask due to their current deal between the team and the city running out here in the next year or two. So without a deal for a new stadium, San Diego really risks losing their prized NFL franchise to another city that is more willing to possibly pay for a stadium for the team. There's been lots of talks, the team possibly moving to Los Angeles because there's such a high market for having an NFL franchise out there. This is a major problem for the fans in San Diego as well as the city itself. So this is very important, particularly down in San Diego, obviously, for us to be looking at. As far as the current environment goes, many of the proposals that the Chargers have issued have been rejected. But as of right now, they're looking to rebuild the proposal that they originally proposed, which is much less than the $600 million that they're now proposing, and trying to get the city to agree on some sort of deal that they would look to distribute more than 160 acres of land to different companies and try and sell it off to raise the revenue for the build. So in doing this, they would free all of the taxpayers of paying any taxes that would be raised. It was previously reported that taxpayers would have to dish out over $15 to $20 million a year just to make this deal happen. So that is definitely a major plus that the Chargers are looking to work with the city in terms of ways to get this job done. They have several proposed cities on the list right now, with one of the sites being right in the heart of downtown, which would be adjacent to Petco Park, which is the Padres baseball stadium. That stadium was built several years ago and has proved to be a great success, being right there in the heart of San Diego. But the team does remain open to the stadium site that would be built, but obviously would prefer downtown. Mainly because on Sundays there's much more available parking, there's an existing infrastructures for parking, and there's transportation links that run throughout the city all day long. So the proposed plan is aimed to be put on the 2016 ballot for voters, but could be seen as early as June 2015. So as of now, they also have many corporations that are looking for the naming rights to the stadium, which could be another major boost in revenue for the team. It was reported that 20 years ago, Qualcomm paid $17 million for the current naming rights, which isn't nearly what the market value would be worth today. So they're looking for hundreds of millions of dollars, possibly, from a company to use the naming rights. Some analysis and implications I came up with would be, after conducting research on whether or not a new stadium should be built to keep the Chargers in San Diego, I think that the only plausible answer will be that it's absolutely mandatory for the city to get a deal done, or the team could look to another city such as Los Angeles that would build them a new home. So this is a crucial deal for the city council down in San Diego, as well as the beloved fans of the team. So the city is running out of time on the current deal they have, and building a new stadium would do more than guarantee that the team would stay here. So the stadium they currently play in, like I said earlier, has been around since 1967 and is aging very fast. So the stadium's been a host of many Super Bowls, but hasn't been a host since 2002. So financially, this could definitely boost the revenue. They're looking at possibly 70,000 seats in there, which would be a very attractive site for a Super Bowl, seeing how we are in one of the biggest cities in the United States. So having multiple Super Bowls there could definitely boost businesses and economic growth throughout San Diego County, which is currently sitting at a 13.9% unemployment rate. So that would bring years and years of work to the community, which in turn would definitely lower that unemployment rate. So economically, this is definitely good for the city, I believe, and the people in the city. However, financially, in the beginning, it may set the city back. That could be an issue, but we have to think long-term growth financially for the city, and a minor setback may be the difference between the city keeping a team to boost revenue or losing it to LA. So it looks like the city and the Chargers have made it a priority to make sure that they get this deal done. So hopefully in the next year or so, we actually get to see whether or not this will work out for the city of San Diego as well as the Chargers. But they definitely have earned their right to have a new stadium built, since how they've been in the same one for the past 40 to 50 years. Thank you.